Time in YouTube, and welcome back to No EXs. Today, we are bringing you a deck that is hitting the meta hard right now. It is one of the new checks, I think, to the Zoroark Break deck, and that's right, we're going to be testing out Gallade. Now, he is the 150 HP fighting type Pokemon, Stage 2, with the ability Premonition. Once during your turn, you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put them back on top of your deck in any order you like. With the attack, Sensitive Blade, 60 damage for 2 colorless energy. And if you played a supporter this turn, he's going to do a whopping 70 more damage for a rounded up 130. Now sure, that's not going to knock out every EX in the game. Actually, I don't think it can knock out Jirachi, Shaman. There's a few, but it's not going to knock out every EX in the game. So, you could run Strong Energy, Fighting Stadiums, Muscle Bands. There's options to get that damage potential up there to the 170, 180, and even clear the 200. But as you're going to see in a few minutes, guys, we're not running all of them. Now, his best partner of choice is going to be Octillery. Why do you say? Well, Octillery's a bench warmer. He likes sitting on the bench, drawing his cards, keeping our momentum going. But what pairs so nicely well with these two is I can Premonition, look at the top 5 cards in my deck, put them back in any order, and on the same turn, using Octillery, I can draw them. As long as my hand permits, of course. So you can kind of see, momentum doesn't stop with this deck. You can always keep going. You want a supporter? Well, as long as there's one of the next top 5 cards, or VS Seeker, or whatever, you can use it. Now, on to the final Pokemon in the deck, we're going to be bringing Hawlucha along. Now, Hawlucha is a really nice pair, as he is quick to set up, doesn't take too much energy to get going, he can retreat out at a moment's notice, he's a fine fit when we need to get Ralts back up to that Gallade stage. Now, starting into our item cards, we are going to be using Level Ball. Now, Level Ball can hit Hawlucha, Ralts, all sorts of guys like that, but for the most part, we do want to get Octillery with this card. Whether it be Remoraid or Octillery himself, getting these lines out is as quick as possible is important. We're going to be using Rare Candy because, let's be honest here, who doesn't want to skip that Stage 1 stage when we can go immediately into that Stage 2? So this is going to be a very important card of this deck. Super Rod's here to kind of recollect anything. If Gallade goes down, Octillery goes down, Super Rod's here to recapture it and bring it right back into the deck. We're going to be using a target whistle, just one, and the reason for it is simply if we knock something out early that we can handle, bring it back. We can get some easy prize cards. Maybe if we've got a Lysander in back, got nothing really else to go with it, let's target whistle and bam! Instant KO on maybe a Shaman EX that's hit the discard. You never know. Target whistle can come in handy. We are running Trainer's Mail as we do want to siphon out our trainers as quick as possible, getting the right supporters, the right items at the right time. VS Seeker is here, well, let's be honest here, who doesn't want to call up some support once in a while? Leading Lady, Bridget, any EX or non-EX deck definitely wants to run her. 3 Pokemon? 1 supporter? Yes, please. Let me get everything I need. Turn 1, turn 2, she's amazing. We are using 1 Judge, because there are a few cards out there, or decks out there that like to explode if their hands aren't in check. So he's here, helping out everybody. Now here is our supporter of choice, Karina. She is fabulous, getting our Gallade and a Rare Candy out with just 1 supporter. So now all we need is the Ralts, but let's be honest here, for turn 1, turn 2, we should have Bridget or have gotten a Ralts early on already, so it's just a matter of time till Gallade shows himself. Lysander's here to say, hey, I don't like you, come on out off of that bench set, let's get you going. and let's knock you out. Sycamore is here because you know what? It doesn't hurt to have a way of getting rid of your hand and recycling and restarting. Sycamore will do that for you at the cost of some, important cards, maybe. Zorosik's here to do a bit of stalling. He says, hey, look, your opponent has a tool card or a special energy attached. Do you mind if I get rid of it for you? And we're like, yeah, why not? We need a little bit of help once in a while. Now, our choice of Pokemon tool is going to be the Focus Sash. And the reason for this is I want to make sure I can knock Pokemon out. Muscle Band is great. It's 20 damage, guaranteed. But sorry about that. But I want to make sure I live. The worst case scenario sometimes shows up where I can't do enough damage. And sometimes I wish it's like, if I could have just lived one more turn, I could have gotten that threat out of there. That's what this card's here for. Gallade can do 130 damage pretty much every turn with one setup on a double colorless energy. So we want to make sure he can stay there at least 2 turns, get 2 attacks out of him, take care of threats, and we can move on, potentially trying to set up a second Gallade in the process. Of course, we are using strong energy. Now, we're only using 3 just because of spacing, making sure we can keep everything down to the right count. But strong energy will help us get that damage ratio up, and it can only be attached to Hawlucha and Gallade, so best be careful on that. We are running 4 double colorless energy, because Sensitive Blade can be used right away with one of these guys. And 3 fighting energy, just because of Aegislash does exist, and we don't want to be completely non-checked. So now with all that said and out of the way, there's only one thing left to do. And that's to put Gallade in the ring and see if he can come out on top in Pokemon TCG Online. Alright, our first opponent of the day is going to be Beetle M. Beetle M? Must be a last name. Anyway, we're going to get this coin toss underway, and are we going to flip tails? Yes, we are. Let's do it. That's the way I like it. We're going to play first in this match. Alright. And our starting lineup is going to be a Ralts. So I'll be level balling for the Remoraid? Oh no, we're playing Night March. Alright. We're gonna go with the Fighting Energy on the Kirlia. We are going to simply level ball into the Remoraid. Please get us something good on the next turn. Going to sit here. And I think that's it. Now he's just gonna explode here. He's just gonna sit here and explode in our face. Acrobike. He's throwing away a lightning energy, so nothing in the discard just yet. There's a Combi. A Dimension Valley has hit the field. They're gonna start Farewell Lettering. Now, I'm not too threatened by the Joltik yet, because those cards do not affect the Night March points. Are we going to be blessed with a spare turn here? Nope, we are going to see a Lysander. Night March doesn't do anything, buddy. Alright. Ooh, we got the Gallade. Let's get him in. Let's get that Gallade running. We are going to Zoroark that double colorless energy away. I don't want to see him using it. And as much as I don't want to yet, the strong energy is going on Gallade. Now I can Premonition. it's not really the best of options here. Let's go with the Bridget. This way I can get some additional vaults, and I can get a secondary Remoraid, because I have a feeling if I can get an energy shortly, that the first Remoraid is going to go down. He actually stalled out there, which is nice. So we are going to grab 3 basics. Apparently we're not getting a second Ralts. It is currently prized. So we are just going to throw down 3 more Ralts. We are going to Premonition now. Is Octillery on top? No, he is not. We're going to have to sack off a double colorless energy to get that poor little guy out of there. And as of right now, that is going to be our turn. I want to get in here and start trying to put this Night March deck in the hold. Ah, there goes one more card in his deck. What did he grab? He grabbed something and he got rid of a Lampin. Acrobike is what he probably drew. Drew another card and a Joltik, so he will be able to do 40 damage to us. No, sorry, that would have knocked us out anyway. So, that is unfortunately the end of our Remoraid friend. Mind you, he has no energy, so maybe not. That timely Xerosic was pretty nice. Ah, there we go. Now we can get this Remoraid out of here. Yes, at the cost of a double colorless energy, but Gallade can come in. Now we can Premonition before anything happens. Still nothing that I really need. So I'm simply going to get the Bridget. We'll use it to get one more basic on the next turn. Probably Halucha, just so we have a backup. And we're going to go for that Sensitive Blade, getting that first knockout. And we're going to grab a double colorless energy. So I can start setting up the back Kirlia, because I don't need to use a rare candy on it now. We're going to see another Battle Compressor. That's most likely what he drew. This poor guy has been having a bit of issues, I think, with this one. And we're going to see a Battle Compressor and two more Psychic Energy or Pokemon go to his discard. So I'm assuming the Lampents and the Pumpkinboos are all gone. We did grab that Bridget. Let's use it. We'll just get one Halucha, fill up that bench a little bit. We will put the double colorless energy on the Kirlia, and I will Premonition, because I want to see if I can get that Octillery soon. Ah, the level ball. Perfect. Actually, no, I can get the Karina, get a Gallade, and a level ball. That's the best play. Best play there. So we are simply gonna go for that Sensitive Blade, knocking out the next Joltik. 300 damage. We got a Lysander. Here comes his Combee. Now he does not have any energy at the moment. So if push comes to shove, I can potentially get that Xerosic and knock out another double colorless energy. But he hasn't drawn any Vespiqueens yet either. There's an Ultra Ball, so he's most likely going for that Vespiquen now. But he will not have any cards left in hand. Oh, he's getting a Remoraid. Interesting. Well, I don't want you to have any card draw, so we will most likely grab that. Actually, Karina would be the play to go right now. We are going to go for the Karina, grab the Gallade, and the Level Ball. We will play the Level Ball, get those Octilleries, because I want my cards. I want my cards. There's a Gallade on our bench. There's an Octillery on our bench. And we are going to Premonition. What do we see? What do I want first? I guess I can grab the strong energy this turn. Trainer's Mail. I'd like the VS Seeker in case he gets some energy. And we're gonna go for that Abyssal Hand. Grab a couple more cards. There they are. Alright. Trainer's Mail. We're gonna search the top 4. We're gonna get that Sycamore. And just to make sure I know what's on top, I will Premonition with the other one. And I guess we'll grab the Trainer's Mail. Perfect, perfect. We are going to save that fighting energy for now, and we are going to go for another Sensitive Blade. I don't need to worry too much about our trainer support, as these guys are kind of small. Another Lysander. Perfect. This time I can grab that Remoraid. But this poor guy, yep. This poor guy could not get his Night March deck running. For whatever reason, just didn't want to play. Maybe he was scared of Gallade. So, as you can see, in a funny sort of way, we can beat Night March with this deck. Thank you. That's one step in the right direction. But there's never just one game in No EXs. We're going to move on to our next game in just a second. And our next match is going to be against Alberto Pikachu. Now, we do have to wait for our opponent to load in, but it's not going to take too long, I assume. Gallade is sure ready to play his game one more time. Seems like we're going to be playing a grass deck from the coin he's using. We're going to call Tails one more time, and we win another coin flip. Oh, it's so nice to be on the other side of these for a change. Yes, I want to go first. Always. Alright. So, we're going to see that we're only starting with Hawlucha. But Hawlucha is better than nothing. Now, what's great about Focus Sash is it does work on Hawlucha as well. A Tropius and a Pansage. Interesting choices, my friend. We are going to go for the Bridget. Grab a Ralts, a Remoraid, and let's grab another Ralts. So now we'll have our 3. We can, well, we're a bit of a stall. I don't have much to go on with the hand I do have. I don't really want to Sycamore away my hand. And I don't need to Focus Sash just yet. So let's see what we can get on the next turn. Not that I could have used the Sycamore anyway, I did Bridget. So we're going to see a Grass Energy drop on the Tropius. Now it's going to take him 3 turns unless he's using Double Colorless. Alright, this is actually quite nice. I'm going to Rare Candy into the Gallade. I will Focus Sash said Gallade, and this is when I would Sycamore. Let's see if I can get that. Yes, Double Colorless Energy. Alright, so I'm going to simply retreat into our Gallade friend. I'm going to Premonition first. Are we getting an Octillery anytime soon? No, but I can leave the Karina on top. As I do have the Double Colorless Energy in my hand, so we're just going to simply play it. We'll play down the Hawlucha, because we can. And we're going to go for that Sensitive Blade, knocking out this Tropius. Turn 1, first attack, Tropius is out of here. That's the game! Nicely played! Alright, so we're going to move into game 3, because, you know, that was way too short. Gallade is just shredding through these opponents. But will we make it through the last match? We're going to wait and see. And our final match of the day is going to be against Little Red Reggie. That's an interesting name, buddy. Alright, we're going to call Tails one more time. Couldn't get all 3, but that's alright. Now, Little Red Reggie, he can choose if he wants to go first or second. He's most likely going to take that first position, which is understandable. I know I've been wanting it. No, yeah, there he goes. First turn goes to him. Alright. Now we're going to be starting the exact same way. We're going to have a Hawlucha here. And we're going to see a Kangaskhan, which is, not really scary to me, actually. We're gonna see a Spiel. Again, not really that scary to me. We're going to see he's using a heavy ball, so a Gallade EX. A Pokeball. And that's why you don't use Pokeballs. Alright, so we're going to get a... Ooh, that was perfect timing, Bridget. You showed up in the nick of time. Alright, let's get that Ralts, that Remoraid, and another Ralts. I have a Hawlucha already, don't need a second one. We are going to attach this fighting energy to Hawlucha, however, as we can get 120 damage, 80 damage off right off the bat, as he does not affect weaknesses. We've learned that the hard way. And we are going to go for that Flying Press, 80 damage. It will take us 2 turns to knock out this Kangaskhan, but there is a water energy. He's going for that triple draw. Actually, he's going for a switch into this field. And he's Mega Evolving. Wow, I haven't even seen a Mega Kangaskhan in this game yet. Well, since I've been playing the recording. I've seen Mega Kangaskhan. Anyway, I cannot... Oh, I can. Rare Candy into Gallade. This is amazing, guys. This is amazing. Like, look at this. There's the Gallade. Here is the energy for him. I'm going to need Lysander that Kangaskhan back out. Bring out that Kangaskhan. We want to fight. We want him out here. Alright, let's retreat into the Gallade. We are going to Premonition first. I want to make sure I can get Octillery if I can get it. I cannot. But I can get a strong energy. Yes, and I can be a Seeker, a Lysander if necessary. Or a Bridget, doesn't matter. So strong energy is more important right now. Let's get that Sensitive Blade going. That is going to knock out this Kangaskhan, or this Mega Kangaskhan EX. So there's 2 prizes our way. That's a Bridget and a Sycamore. We're going to see that Spiel hit up. But I have that Lysander in the back, buddy. You are Mega Evolving into Mega Gallade. Alright. Now you are still weak to Steel, but you have no energy on you. So, best play here is to just go for Lysander. Pull you into the active position. We're going to attach that fighting energy to our Gallade this time. And we are going to Premonition. Because if I can get a VS Seeker, no I cannot. Okay. I have Sycamore in hand. I can get a Trainer Mail. That's not really necessary. We'll grab the Hawlucha. And we're going to go for that Sensitive Blade, since we did bring this guy in here. So that's 150 damage. Now we can knock this guy out in the following turn. These EXs mean nothing to me! Nothing, I say! Pokemon Center Lady is going to keep him out of KO range, I do believe, though. My math might be a little off. But I don't need to get rid of my hand entirely. We are simply just going to Bridget. Bridget? Bridget. Yeah, you know what? I can, we're gonna Sycamore. I don't need these cards. We do have a level ball, so I can go for the Octillery now. Which is right here. So one of them is prized. We're gonna throw him right here, because, you know, evolving is important. We're gonna Trainer Mail looking for that rare candy. We do not get it, but we do get the Lysander for the following turn. I can get the VS Seeker. A little bit more important. Save Lysander. And we're going to Premonition, just to make sure I get the right card on top. And we are going for that sensitive blade, which is gonna knock out this Gallade. My math is terrible, guys. We're gonna get 2 more prizes here. He has completely got no hand left, no energies, and his feel is gonna get knocked out. Oh, no, he's making us play this one right to the end. Alright, so we're gonna just Karina, get that rare, get that Gallade, and then the rare candy. Now I have all 3 Gallades in my hand. Perfect. Let's, rare candy up. Get one of these Gallades into the onto the bench, let's say. And, we're gonna set them up, just in case something happens. I don't think anything will. We've kind of secured this win here with 1 Gallade. We're gonna take that second, or that 5th prize. I don't know why I said second. And we are waiting for this feel. What does he have? Nothing. This man knows that a sensitive blade is all it takes. Thank you guys! This was an exciting game. It's not often I pull a few victories, but Gallade sure is one of the most powerful decks right now going around. Again, he's not the best thing in the world, but you did see him take out some heavy you saw him take out some megas. You saw him defeat a Night March deck. I'm not saying they all were in the best interest for our opponent, but we pulled through some wins, and to be honest with you, it was a lot of fun. Thank you again for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Especially if you have like a tweak or an idea, not maybe even so much just for me, but for everybody else out there who does potentially watch this little channel. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching one more time, and we'll see you guys next time. Till then, time out!